Okay, all aboard. Welcome aboard. I'm Callie Jack. This is How Not to Game with Callie Jack. Specifically, this is the dreaded, or well appreciated, because of just how chaotic the lines are getting, DT1969 Max Chaos Games. This is game, I should say, not games. I'm not planning on doing this one again. At least not from this point. I don't know as if I'd do another Max Chaos on this map. Between the original run, which was pretty chaotic, and this one, I think I've covered the chaos for this one. In fact, I think I'm going to make Max Chaos in the future be a holiday special or a vacation special. Something, we do in honor of the chaos you can create and just how wild you can go. Other than that, what do I have to talk about? Not much. Hopefully the background noise has been turned down. The wind direction did shift enough that I was able to use the other window and get the fan that has to be in the window to try to pull air away from the system. So hopefully its pickup will be greatly reduced of its noise. If you think it sounds loud to you on the reduced pickup, think about how it sounds to me, because that is a reduced pickup. So I've been looking at the lines, trying to figure out what can I do to try to extend out. We're at 26 years to go. 26 years will get us to 2024. We're trying to make that extra year. And right now, we hit 1 million down last year, so it's not looking good. This year, we're looking at 1.5 into the hole. This game is going to be a loser. I'm admitting it. We won't make that distance and still be able to maintain the chaos we were after. And a good portion of that is that at this point, due to dispatch lines and things like that, I'm having to spend massive amounts of time each episode reorganizing a line's setups. And I think I've got one thing fixed, but now I need to see what the problem is with this guy. Why is he still sitting where he's sitting? Because he's half empty. I can live with that, but that's because we cut off his supply lines. Let's put his supply lines back onto the map. And that's why the garbage train was going through the wrong spots. And I blew that trying to keep the garbage train from using the wrong spot. We're going to have to take and reassign the garbage train and rebuild his route as well. The routings were just too simple, and the boys took advantage of it to take tours by, as I've said with the two guys that I terminated, that we have, or I should say released. We did find that they were stopping at the illegal moonshine rigs that were at the deer stands out in the field. I stand by that explanation as to why they were doing the stupid things they were doing. Alright, we've got 2 trains in here. Let's go ahead and release them. I do need to release the rock hopper first, I think, and get him rolling. So we will put him out there. The rock hopper. We're going to check the schedule, make certain I got 2 tons of waypoints. I don't on that one, so that's not the schedule I wanted him on. Is it this one? Yes, this is the one I on him on. This is the actual rock hopper. We're going to change its name to just rock hopper for now. And then once I have station list, train list, line list open, we'll fix it. And you can go back and you are launching. And then we're going to go to the other one that should have been here but isn't. So we'll rebuild him. I think I had to take the trains. I had to get rid of the engines, the whole 9 yards. So this has not been a fun expedition. Cinder sands, cinder block, or sanded block bloke, sanding train. He launched for some reason or another. Let him go. We will do it a different way. We'll go into garages, train depots, open the train depot, center it. That's the right one. Okay. So he's on that. We need to schedule, edit the line, and you are the there we go. Now we just got to wait for some clearances to occur, and one of the fastest way to make certain clearances occur in this game is signals. Not everything in this game is signaled the way it should be. Sorry, ran down the wrong pipe. Alright, hopefully as he goes out, this thing will follow him and the other one will be right behind him. I had a feeling that was going to be the case. Yes, good. And then the other one should be coming out momentarily right behind him. If we highlight the, yep, there he is, leaving the depot. So hopefully that will fix that issue. Now we just have that one trash train to fix. But first we need to go eliminate a whole bunch of white lines now, because these lines became problematic with how they were being dispatched. And now we've got the Trashy Fallens Gate. And as far as I'm concerned, we're just going to fix that rail right now. Might not be what the rules say for the game, but we had to do this in order to prevent any issues long term. There are other spots for that train to cut across now. And that's a waste car train. And his schedule is going to be extremely different. Oh, he's a 4-line train. Oh, yeah, we're not using that engine, and we're not using that. We're going to go back to locomotives. Put in front one of these guys. Now he's still 4, and we can append another car. Okay. We need you to stay on your line. And I've got to do him this way. And I need to put a signal on him so that as he comes in, he's in control. Going back to that original falling gate, we're actually going to have him hit Trashy Yard, but at falling gate, he's going to be 100% because I know he needs it. We're going to promote this to a line. This is going to be the FGT. And a lowboy is what those kind of cars are called. Those and the wells that the various trains sit on. All right, we should start getting some really good operations really fast. See how much he gets and picks up to go over to that burner. And this should balance out our 3 burners that are unfortunately connected. Nope, nothing going that way. It's all coming this way. All right. No big loss. A couple of tiles, about a 10 tile detour. Whoop-de-doo. Maybe 11. Call it an 11 tile detour. Still waiting for that next burst of growth, which is going to be tough. So during that, we're going to go ahead and connect up that power wind farm that we saw come in. And before you ask why I did this, right there's the reason. He's close enough we can tie him into the grid. Now we just drop in those transformers, pricey as they are. Oh, is he not? Capable. He must be a city gridder. Now that's interesting. That's new to me. I had never had one there. Okay, so you have to have it in a specific spot. Okay. There we go. It was like, I didn't think they were going to do one for the city grids that you wouldn't be able to tie into. I rotate here so I can see what I'm doing, and we're going to put a grid there to draw some more power to that. Trying to, with the grid, drive industry, and with the industry, drive growth. The problem is we've so bottled in a couple of these towns in the chaos game mode that it makes it virtually impossible for the towns to grow anymore. And that is an issue that I do have with the game letting me do this. I do like the cities having a little pushback that OpenTTE does have. However, at the same time, I couldn't have this much of a chaotic fun map without bribes and all that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not into the... There's enough of that in the real world. I don't need to take me doing that in games. So I'm just looking at some of the things on the map to see what I've got that I could possibly upgrade down the road. Here comes over to here. Aha. Aha. I see, says the blind man. There is a connection we had yet to make, it appears. Nope, that's not ours. There it is, the home market. Crosscut, he's got a line. It's the furniture factory. We need to get stuff in here from Demonic. Well, that's a whole different ball of wax. So we do have a few of the connections haven't been made yet. And connecting from Ashlock over here to Demonic Designs is going to be another option we're going to have to take and deal with momentarily, and I think I'm going to use a line that I had done for something else to get part of the way. Though I'm almost to the point of start leaving some of these because they're just, I've tied it up too much. There's no way I can untie the knot enough without breaking the rules, which I'm already bordering on with the bends. It is what it is. 24 at 98, finances looking now 26 years. Yeah, it's still looking probably going to crash out unless we find a real big money maker thing come in about 2020-ish, if not before. I'm actually personally thinking it's going to be closer to 2017, 2016. I just don't see how I can revamp everything and get things going. I really don't have the ability to go to the other airport right now, because the planes just sit at one airport or the other for too long right now still. Yeah. All right, let's take a look at the airplane. Quacker 165, what is your stats as a line? Trips versus free cap. Well, that ends that. We can start putting some planes out. This might make us some money. We were using a different aircraft. I think we will put a slightly bigger airplane on. Don't think it'll be a 552. Definitely don't want to put a Concorde. The TriStar. You know, the TriStar's a nice workhorse. Good little bird. Let's put him on there and see if, by putting him on Quacker 165, we do need to add a new parking spot. If we do this, and we're going to watch him and see how well this actually does, or whether we need to retire the other plane. Well, of course, he's going to go empty to the other end of the line. I have a feeling it's going to be a long wait because it's already waiting periods back there. He is faster than what we have, so I'm going to tell him to retire. And he has indeed retired. By golly, look at him load up. Look at this plane load up. Booyah. He's going to go out full. He's going out full. Let's go ahead and put 2 TriStars on the line. We're going to lose a lot of money, I have a feeling. Or make a ton. Let's see what we're going to do. We're still looking at just one of the 2 planes right now. One that just landed here at the aerodrome. And he is calculating how much we're going to make, and it takes time to unboard. Boarding and unboarding does take time. And I have a feeling we're going to be going full loads for a while. That may or may not make us money. Let's see what he made. Chart. Vehicle earnings. 10. He might actually make back the money. So it was 11 on takeoff. it might be a long, slow fight here for these guys to make back their money. Because of how I dispatched. But I think these things will make us some money and turn positive in the near future. The other guy's already showing he went down to 1074. Let's just ask it. Are you going to make money? And that's the quickest way right there. The good old chart. Is it going to make money? And the perfect thing, I mean, this is almost perfect timing. Both taking off at almost the same time. That is incredible. Nope. The other end is a little bit slower. He's 12,000 down. Let's see what he winds up when he gets here. That runway's a killer, though. What was that earnings? $31. Op cost is $42. We're going to, and that's his third round trip. Yeah, third round trip. So figure take a sixth of that off, divide that by 6, that's $7,000. I think next month we'll see profits on these lines. I think that dispatch is going to kill us for the longest time. Well, I'm Cali Jack. This has been a long end of the night video. Trying to fix things, trying to turn around the finances of Calico Chaotic Cartage. Have a better day than I'm having.